Quest for the Crystal Compass. With the golden quill of knowledge securely stashed in his pocket, Warren felt a surge of confidence. "Onward, Boggle," he announced, striking a dramatic pose that would have made any explorer proud. "To find the crystal compass and unravel Silas's next challenge," Boggle barked in agreement, his tail wagging like a flag in a windstorm. They embarked on a winding path that twisted through a meadow filled with flowers that hummed in harmony, creating a tune that was both catchy and slightly annoying, like a song stuck in your head that you couldn't shake off. "Do you hear that, Boggle?" Warren said, grinning. "These flowers could start their own band. We should call it the Petal Poppers." As they strolled along, the path led them to a peculiar sign that read, "Beware of the ticklish toads." "Ticklish toads?" Warren chuckled, shaking his head in disbelief. "What's next? A chorus of singing frogs?" Just then, a loud croak echoed from the bushes, followed by a series of giggles. "Well, would you look at that?" Warren exclaimed, pointing. "I think we found a few." Emerging from the foliage were a group of toads, each one sporting a comical grin and a pair of oversized spectacles that slid down their bulbous noses. "Welcome, welcome," croaked one particularly rotund toad, puffing out his chest. "I'm Tiddlywinks, the head toad of ticklishness. Care to join us for a laugh?" Warren couldn't help but chuckle at the sight. Thanks, but we're on a quest to find the crystal compass." "A quest, you say?" Tiddlywinks said, rubbing his chin thoughtfully. "Many have tried, but few return. The compass is guarded by a rather grumpy old gnome named Grizzlebeard. He's as prickly as a hedgehog in a balloon shop." "Grumpy gnomes? Sounds delightful," Warren replied, sarcasm dripping from his voice. "Do you happen to know where we can find him?" "Just follow the path of the ticklish toads," Tiddlywinks said, gesturing with a warty hand. "But be careful, don't let them tickle you. If they do, you'll be laughing so hard you won't be able to walk straight." "Noted," Warren said with a wink, as they continued on their way, careful to avoid any overzealous toads who might want to turn their journey into a giggle fest. After what felt like a prolonged game of hopscotch around the giggling amphibians, they finally reached a clearing that was home to a rather peculiar little cottage. It looked like something out of a fairy tale gone haywire, with a thatched roof that leaned to one side and windows that appeared to be squinting at them suspiciously. "Is this Grizzlebeard's place?" Warren asked, squinting at the crooked structure. "Only one way to find out," Boggle barked, as if he were trying to muster his bravest voice. With a deep breath, Warren approached the door and knocked. The sound echoed through the clearing, and after a moment of silence, the door creaked open to reveal Grizzlebeard, a gnome with a beard as wild as a bushy hedgehog and a scowl that could curdle milk. "What do you want?" he grumbled, crossing his arms. "Can't a gnome have a moment's peace without pesky children knocking on his door?" "We're looking for the crystal compass," Warren declared, trying his best to sound assertive while suppressing the urge to giggle at Grizzlebeard's grumpy demeanour. "Ah, the compass. Many have sought it, but none have succeeded," Grizzlebeard huffed. "It's hidden somewhere nearby, but to find it you must answer my riddle." "Riddles again?" Warren sighed, rolling his eyes. "Is this a magical realm or a quiz show?" "Silence!" Grizzlebeard barked, wagging a gnarled finger. "Here's your riddle. I can be cracked, made, told and played. What am I?" Warren furrowed his brow, his mind racing. Cracked, made, told and played. He paced back and forth, deep in thought. "Aha, it's a joke!" Grizzlebeard's frown deepened, and for a moment Warren feared he had gotten it wrong. But then the gnome let out a huff that sounded suspiciously like a chuckle. "Well done, clever boy. You've got the wit to match your bravery." "Thank you," Warren beamed, his confidence soaring. "Now can we have the compass?" "Ah, but it's not that simple," Grizzlebeard said, a mischievous gleam in his eye. "You must first endure the Grumpy Gnome challenge." "Challenge?" Warren echoed, glancing at Boggle, who seemed to be bracing himself for something ridiculous. "Yes, you must make me laugh," Grizzlebeard declared, crossing his arms defiantly. "If you succeed, the compass is yours. If not, well, let's just say you'll be stuck here listening to my terrible puns for all eternity." Warren gulped. How does one make a grumpy gnome laugh? "Okay, I can do this." He took a deep breath and remembered something he read about gnomes. "Why did the gnome bring a ladder to the bar?" he asked, trying to sound cheerful. Grizzlebeard raised an eyebrow, curiosity flickering in his eyes. "I don't know." Why? To reach the high spirits, Warren finished, grinning widely. Silence. Then Grizzlebeard's lips twitched. That's it, a ladder joke. Uh-oh, Warren thought, panic setting in. What now? But before he could think further, Grizzlebeard erupted into laughter, a sound so unexpected it startled a nearby squirrel. Ha! That's the best thing I've heard in ages. A ladder joke. You're a clever one, aren't you? Warren beamed with pride. So, do we get the compass now? Of course, Grizzlebeard said, wiping a tear of laughter from his eye. Follow me. He led Warren and Boggle around the cottage to a small garden filled with odd-looking plants that seemed to dance in excitement. In the centre of the garden sat the crystal compass, glimmering like a star fallen from the sky. Here it is, Grizzlebeard announced, his grumpy demeanour softening. Use it wisely, for it will guide you to your next challenge. Warren couldn't believe his luck. Thank you, Grizzlebeard. He reached for the compass, its surface smooth and cool against his palm. Ah, but remember one thing, Grizzlebeard added, wagging a finger. The compass has a mind of its own, and it may lead you into the most unexpected places. Unexpected places? Like where? Warren asked, a mix of excitement and trepidation bubbling within him. Who knows? Grizzlebeard chuckled, a twinkle in his eye. Perhaps to the land of the laughing llamas or the valley of the forgetful fish, but I assure you it will be a journey worth taking. With the compass in hand and a new sense of adventure ignited, Warren and Boggle bid farewell to Grizzlebeard and set off on the winding path ahead. The compass pointed toward the next challenge, and as they ventured forth, Warren couldn't help but feel that this whimsical world was full of surprises just waiting to be unearthed. Let's see where you take us, little compass, Warren said, grinning at Boggle. Adventure awaits. And as they followed the shimmering needle of the compass, the thrill of the unknown danced in the air, promising laughter, mystery, and perhaps a few more grumpy creatures along the way. Little did they know that their next challenge would be unlike anything they had ever encountered before.
Diamond stories, where words ignite. From reports to diaries, our stories take flight. With vocabulary gems and plots so grand, we'll transport you to worlds across every land. Get ready to listen to stories to ignite your imagination, where each story